Hey, what's up? This is Todd Smith, and I am back with another video. In this video, I want to give my 1 month review of the Roland 707, the MC-707. I've had this machine for about a month now. I've been pushing it pretty hard on live jams and exploring it, and I'd like to touch on my experience with 1 month with this machine. Everything I stated in my original 1 week review definitely stands and holds today. Having an 8-track Zen core engine with the ability to sample gives you great front-end access to tons of things that affect your track, so you can do great on-the-fly performances, and having the ability to switch scenes, chain scenes, having the ability to do paralocking or classic knob recording or motion recording, 3 assignable MIDI outs, each with individual settings and parameters, a solid built but lightweight machine, all with a very intuitive and fun to learn interface and menu system. The screen and the way Roland kind of worked the menu in this is absolute magic. It's fun to explore. The machine does not hold you back at all. I'll agree with the many people who have said in the comments over the last few weeks, the deepest part of this machine is the synth engine. Once you unlock the easy mode and you go into advanced, that is by far the biggest struggle and takes the longest to learn in this machine. That said, they do have an easy mode that is very great if you just want to grab a preset and maybe tweak a few parameters to get something to a little bit different to what you want. Easy mode is a great place to start, and you can go a very long time before you even have to open that up into advanced options. I honestly could see some users who never have to open up that advanced mode and could live purely off the presets and easy mode editing. And then thrown on top of it is just the Roland legacy of effects, sounds, recreation of synth engines. You just get so much in this machine. To me, it is the ultimate Groovebox on the market right now. And that's purely because I don't think the MPCs are Grooveboxes. They're more DAW with MPC controls in a box. I think the MC-707 is as far as you can go in a Groovebox and still call it a Groovebox. Roland has pushed the internal guts as far as you can go, as close to a workstation without it actually being a workstation. And to me, that's justified because Roland really did create the Groovebox with the MC-303 and the whole MC-505, that whole chain of MC line. It's really great to see Roland come back in with the MC-707 and really deliver the most extreme Groovebox ever put into the market.
realize that, man? You fucking killed it. You realize that, man? You fucking killed it. When you bring me down here and show me fucking corpse.
Now, I've obviously been pushing a darker end of the MC-707, as you can tell within the audio, but this machine can obviously go way beyond that and go into lots of spectrums of electronic music. And one thing I have not explored yet is you can buy very cheap sound packs to maybe help mold you a certain direction to sounds you're going to if the presets this machine came with don't really do you good. And I might have to explore those sound packs because, again, I heard they're very cheap, and I'm a sucker for good presets. I love just scrolling through presets, kind of building off them, playing off them. And speaking of presets, you get thousands of sounds in this machine stored, which is just so great to have access to that many sounds right out the gate. You can tweak, you can manipulate. When it comes to editing of notes, recording of notes, step sequencing, all that style of stuff, I feel the UI in this machine is far ahead of almost everything else within the market. I found editing notes after I laid notes in Electron an absolute nightmare. It was just like disgusting bad. This machine is the complete opposite. Once I learned the experience, I can cut here, I can paste here, I can cut that note. It's so fast, it's so intuitive that just like the rest of the workflow, it just keeps you in the musical mindset. I think that's the best way to say it, is some machines take you out of music mode, because you have to go so deep into the machine. In the way the machine works is it kind of just takes you out of that musical spectrum. And once you get it all down, the 707 does the complete opposite. It keeps you in the groove. It keeps you in music mode. That's one reason I loved Core Gadget, is it kept me in music mode. So it's really nice to have a hardware piece that very much has that translation into it when it comes down to just how fast it is to use, how little I think about using the machine, and how much I'm focusing on the music. I'm almost to the point where I'm going to start doing tutorials on this machine, some deeper dive videos and workflow videos, overviews. Out of this 1 month, the only negative aspect I can bring up to this machine, in my opinion, is that you can't save MIDI channel changes per project. You can change the individual parts MIDI channel for a global system, but again, you can't save those per project. But out of a month, to say that's the only thing I feel that's really missing from this machine, it's gold, guys. I feel it's solid. That's my review. Obviously, highly recommending this if you want a Groovebox. A Groovebox feel. Something with enough limitations and ease of workflow that you only focus on the music and don't really get lost in the machine, but powerful enough to actually be a workstation if you took out the guts, put it in a keyboard, and gave it assignable, savable MIDI channels per project. At that point, it would be a workstation. So if that sounds like something that you'd like, the combination that has just the right spices for you, you might want to keep an eye out on those used 707s because, in my opinion, they're a steal. And as always, stay positive, stay creative, support each other, and peace.